Hi friends, so in math today, really quickly, we are going to review the coins that we started learning about while we were still in school. So, what is the name of this coin? This was really, really big. Here's the actual size of that coin. What is the name of that coin? It's a penny. What do you know about pennies? How much is a penny worth? 1 cent. And remember, we can write the cent symbol, which is a C with a line through it. 1 cent. So the penny is worth the smallest amount of all of the coins that we use. It would take 100 pennies to make $1. So if we look at the penny, whose face do we see on it? We see Abraham Lincoln. Do you know the president, the president, the president? Do you know the president whose face is on the penny? So we know that Abraham Lincoln is on the front of the penny. Do we know what is on the back side of a penny? So it could be one of two things. So on some pennies, and you can look for a penny at your house, you can see the Lincoln Memorial. So remember, memorials help us remember the important people and the events in our history. So on some pennies, we see the Lincoln Memorial on the back. And on some pennies, we see a shield on the back. So we might see a shield or memorial on the back. So a penny has smooth edges. So when we looked at coins while we were still in school, we noticed that some coins had smooth edges while some coins had bumpy edges with some ridges on it. So a penny has smooth edges. So what are some other things you notice about the front of the penny? Well, at the top it says, "In God we trust." You will see that at the top of all of the coins that we look at. What about that? What does this tell us? That tells us what date the penny was made. So let me look at the pennies that I have in my house and let's see when they were made. This penny was made in 1996. So this penny has been around since way before you guys were born. This penny was made in 2019. So this penny was made just last year. So what do you notice is different about pennies than all the other coins that we've learned about? Well, pennies are a different color. That's because pennies are made up of metals copper and another metal called zinc. But copper is what is on the outside, and copper gives it that brown orange color. Okay, so we know that pennies are the smallest amount of all the coins. They are worth the least amount. We have Abraham Lincoln on the front and a shield or the Lincoln Memorial on the back. And we know that it's made of copper, which is a brown metal, and zinc. What do you know about this coin? What is the name of this coin? This coin is a nickel. How much is a nickel worth? A nickel is worth 5 cents. So how many pennies would I need to be able to trade it in for a nickel? I would need 5 pennies. Okay, so a nickel has a different president on the front. A nickel has Thomas Jefferson on the front, who was another one of our country's presidents from a long time ago. Thomas Jefferson. I'm going to lift that up so that I can finish writing his name. Thomas Jefferson on the front. And does anyone remember the name of Thomas Jefferson's home that's on the back of a nickel? Let me show you. If you look really, really closely at a nickel you have at home, it actually says the name of his home on the back of the nickel. It says Monticello. Remember we talked about how funny that word sounds? Monticello. And Monticello was the name of Thomas Jefferson's home. Monticello on the back. Okay, so, something else about a nickel is that it has our country's motto on the back, or a symbol for our country. On the back, it actually says, so on the front, it still says, "In God we trust." On the back, it says, "E pluribus unum." Will you say that with me? E pluribus unum, which is actually a phrase from a different language. It's a phrase from a language called Latin, and it means out of many, one. I know, it's on the back of the nickel. So if you look really, really closely at your nickel, you can see that just like with the penny, it has the date on the front. This nickel was made in 2017. And on the back, we can see that it's from the United States of America. We can see Monticello, and we can see our country's motto on it. Okay, so something that's cool about the nickel and the penny is that it actually costs more money to make these and send them out to people than they're actually worth. So it costs almost 2 cents to make a penny, but a penny is only worth 1 cent. And it costs more than 5 cents to make a nickel because you have to have all of the metals that you need. You have to use the machines to create those things. And the place that's in charge of making those coins is the United States Mint or the United States Treasury. They're in charge of making all of our coins and all of the money that we use. So a penny is made of copper and zinc, and the copper and zinc that you need to make a penny is worth more money. And a nickel is made out of copper on the inside, since we can't really see copper on the outside because it's not brown. It's made out of copper and a metal called nickel, and that's how the nickel gets its name. So those are the only 2 coins we're going to talk about this time during this video. But next time I come on, we're going to talk about the dime, and we're going to talk about the quarter. So for right now, we're just talking about the penny and the nickel. So what I would like you to do on Seesaw is I would like you to pretend that these coins can talk. And so on Seesaw, what you're going to do is in the speech bubbles that are coming out from the penny and from the nickel, you're going to tell me 2 facts about these coins. You can tell me anything that you know about these coins. You can tell me how much they're worth, or you can tell me one of the other cool facts that we've just learned about pennies and nickels. So next time when I do a math video, we'll talk about dimes and quarters, and then we're going to start counting all of those coins. We're going to put them all together, and we're going to see if we can make 25 cents, or 32 cents, or 76 cents, and we're going to learn how to count these coins. Have a great day, friends. I cannot wait to see what these coins are going to say in Seesaw.